Something very unusual is happening in the world right now, and once you notice it, it becomes difficult to ignore. For decades, conflicts between nations were explained with ideas such as security, stability, values, and responsibility. But recently, those explanations seem to be fading away. More and more leaders are beginning to speak in a simpler language. We need resources, and we need more of them. Throughout history, civilizations have relied on shared stories to maintain stability. Yet, when a civilization approaches a turning point, those narratives lose their power and the packaging falls away. What remains underneath is something more fundamental: resources, energy, and survival. Some people see this moment as the collapse of order. But another way to see it is that every civilization eventually passes through a stage where illusion fades and motivations become visible. What is happening on the global stage is not limited to nations. The same pattern appears in our personal lives. Many people are drawn toward promises that sound comforting: success, opportunity, recognition, security. The packaging is sweet and it feels good to believe in it. Yet very often those promises were never meant to be fulfilled. The sweetness is simply the wrapper, and the moment we accept it without questioning it, we become part of the same system that created it. A system built on illusion and endless desire. Ancient traditions suggested that human beings should live in alignment with the deeper order of the universe. This does not require rituals. The practice begins with awareness. First, observe every intention that arises within you, every impulse and desire. Second, reduce the noise from the outside world. Modern life floods our senses with information, but too much information often creates confusion. When the mind becomes quieter, a different state appears, one where actions are no longer driven by anxiety or endless craving. Ancient teachers described this state simply: see nothing, hear nothing, know nothing. This does not mean ignorance. It means reaching inner stillness where external noise no longer controls the mind. The entire path may come down to one idea: stop the leaks. Human beings constantly leak attention and emotion, and every leak pulls the mind away from stability. But when those leaks begin to close, decisions become clearer and actions more balanced. An old teaching expresses this simply: be careful with what you look at and the mind remains clear. Be careful with what you say and your energy remains strong. Be moderate in what you pursue and the heart remains steady. Be restrained in desire and vitality remains full. Many people today feel lost, like kites whose strings have been cut. But the anchor was never outside. It has always been within. The moment you stop chasing distractions and reclaim your attention, the illusions begin to fade. And you realize that the true anchor of life has always been inside your own mind.